What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Life with Sarge. If you are new here, my name is Sarah aka Sarge, and today's video is based on something that happened last night. It has been something that I've dealt with since I want to say high school days. And I've spoken to my neurologist about it because it does have to do with like the brain, and I think it's just like a overstimulation of it. And he basically said he was asking me questions about it. And so I don't have RBD, which is REM sleep behavior disorder. But I do tend to do things in my sleep. Like obviously sleep talk or sleep shout. I sleep walk. And he said as long as I'm not putting myself in danger, because at the time I was staying in a flat. And how I figured out I was doing things like this was I'd wake up in the morning and my fridge door would be like wide open. And that's strange because normally, as one would, you like go to the fridge, get water, whatever, you close the fridge door. And so that was when I was like, I started picking up on things. And then also waking up in the middle of my dreams and trying to reenact it. So this was also while I was still in my flat. I would it's so weird because in that moment I'm like, okay, I've got to get up. Say in my dream I was getting ready for work. I get up, get dressed, get ready for work, and then look at the time and be like, okay, that was just a dream, and I go back to sleep. Thankfully, I've always snapped out of it like pretty quickly. And that's why my neurologist said as long as it doesn't get to a point where you're kind of like leaving the flat, or leaving your flat and putting yourself in harm's way, then will it become an issue and we'll have to put you on a medication or whatever. So last night basically, in my dream, this is also why they say you shouldn't be on your phone before bed, because obviously it's got something to do with the lighting and overstimulating your brain. I do believe that now looking back. I was on my phone in my dream and I was trying to close the app, and I think something in the house made a noise, like whether it was my dog barking or the dogs like in like the neighborhood barking. Also, just to preface, I normally go to bed at around about 12, and I was so tired last night I went to bed around about 10. And then I woke up, but not waking up properly. I woke up from my dream, snapped myself awake. No, that's not the correct term. I woke up, but I was still in my dream-like state, and I was literally pushing the digital numbers on my clock, trying to turn off the game I was playing. And I was like, why is this not working? And then eventually, after clicking it, I looked at the clock and it was like 23, like I want to say 13 or something like that. And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, that was just a dream. Like, and you've only been sleeping for like just over an hour. So I knew, okay, REM sleep. I know this happened, although it hasn't happened in a while, that I know of at least. And so I was like, okay, just go back to bed. So that's what I did. But yeah, I mean, I want to know if this happens to other people that don't necessarily have neurological disorders, because it's just weird. Like, I get people sleepwalk and sleep talk and stuff, but to the point where you slept walk and then you had to go see an orthopedic surgeon because your knee was swelling, and he's like, well, when did you fall? And I was like, well, I don't ever remember falling. And he's like, well, then I mean, what I'm seeing like on the scans, like you definitely fell. I mean, that became like a major thing. And then obviously I went for surgery and stuff like that. But I just kind of want to know from people that don't necessarily have neurological disorders, or even if you do, if this happens to you guys, because it's very weird. I mean, it's one of the less things I'm concerned about, but it's just, yeah, it's a crazy wild thing. And it just shows you that the brain is a powerful tool. Thankfully, I snap out of it and I'm like, okay, this was a dream, go back to sleep. And thankfully, I've never left the house So yeah, fingers crossed that stays the same. This is a little bit of a shorter video, but something that I thought I could cover, because this is something that I have and I'm still currently dealing with, apparently. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you deal with the same things that I deal with, comment below or comment on Life with Sarge. Just remember, be kind, you are loved, and don't be so hard on yourself. Bye. And he basically said, he was asking